That's a tremendous world in 60 seconds. I was interested in every story, everything you put together today.
Finally.
You should have heard him gushing on Friday.
no kidding.
And you weren't
Friday.
here.
He was giving BB Shea.
Kelly couldn't stop
Giving him-
complimenting BB Shea's world in 60 seconds.
He was getting awards printed to get
Every
BB
single
Shea.
time.
I thought this one was very good as
Oh,
well.
you liked Fridays?
I
Oh,
love
man.
Friday.
Kelly was like, and
I
now,
love Friday.
listen to this.
Yeah.
The world in 60 seconds. And then when he was done,
How about that?
did you hear that?
It's the best world ever.
Is that so?
Oh, yeah.
Every word.
Every word
A masterpiece.
was perfect. Was
Well,
absolutely-
guess what, you SOB? I made that one too. I made it from afar, and he didn't give me credit.
From a condo in Tampa?
Impossible.
I made that at 10:30
What?
Thursday night.
What?
No.
Well, it sure didn't sound like you.
I guess he didn't. I guess he didn't know to or give any credit where credit was
He
due.
didn't convey.
Well, this just got awkward.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, if you're listening, put this in your rap.
If he's listening, please.
He don't listen to this show.
Right. Oh, I had no idea.
BB Shea. Oh, your word's so good.
Stolen valor.
Oh, that
He
was
did not
spelled
refute the accolades.
out. No, he did
No.
not.
No, he didn't.
I gave
He
him
had plenty of opportunity.
3 times.
He played it 6 times that morning.
Yeah.
Kelly played it extra.
Oh, let's play it again.
Let's listen to it twice. Rewind it.
Oh, that says way too much about BB.
Oh, baby Shea.
BB Shea.
That is stolen valor.
That's dirty pool, man.
Man, you can tell he's definitely working in radio now. I'll just take credit for this.
I had no idea.
This is the truth, Biggie. You're telling the truth now.
I have the email evidence
Oh, damn.
Oh, there's a paper
with
trail.
links and times. I haven't got a thank you from him. Thanks, that was a lot of help.
Oh, no, baby Shea. Say it isn't
Oh,
so.
that's dirty, man.
And that was your work. I noticed it was a little rough around the edges.
Yeah, looking back, I mean,
Yeah, it wasn't as good as I.
I need to go back and listen now. I bet you're just all over it, just slobbering it.
he was. All morning
stories.
long.
I said, and I'm quoting myself now, that's the best world in 60 these old ears have ever heard.
that's a direct quote, Biggie.
Finally, somebody gives it some passion.
I said, finally, somebody gives it the respect it deserves.
And he just sat there. That
He did.
BB Shea just sat there and didn't say a
took it.
word.
Yeah.
Soaked it in.
I liked this one today because that Alzheimer's drug is a huge breakthrough, what they're saying. First new Alzheimer's drug in 20 years, but some are saying it creates side effects that you shouldn't take it. So it's really, I was interested in that. I really was. And secondly, the vaccine where they don't think they're going to reach the goal.
The 4th of July goal.
For the 4th of July. How would you feel about this? I saw this today. Some company is selling bracelets that are red, which say, stop, I don't want to be around you. Yellow to say, I'll be around you, but I don't want to touch you. Or green, which is, come on in, we can hug or shake hands. And so you can wear them at weddings or sporting events or whatever. So you'll know if somebody is wearing the color-coded bracelet, if it's okay to approach them or not.
Oh, we know Chris Demm would have got color-coded before the
Years
pandemic.
ago. Yeah.
Decades ago.
Red.
Don't touch me.
Straight red. Don't touch me. Don't come near me. So it's one of those 3, red, yellow, or green. Or give the go-ahead to come on in and shake hands, you know. I don't know. I know what you all are thinking. It's kind of
Yeah, you know who else used to make people wear colors?
it's the
To
Nazis.
demark who they were.
It's the Nazis.
Yeah, big time.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, what a great
Why
idea.
do you always sign on immediately to?
What a great idea.
You wear it on the outside of your clothing.
Stamp this on your forehead.
Or maybe like a tattoo on the wrist.
Tattoo on the wrist.
Yeah, just some numbers.
Come on in.
It's like a barcode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you always sign on?
I always do. As soon as I saw
It's
that, I was
Number the Beast. It's Nazism. It's
like, terrific
It
idea.
is, baby. The music's playing.
Terrific idea.
The violins are playing.
This is such a great idea. Then I won't have to say, do you mind if I come in for a hug? I'll just know based on your wrist
No,
wear.
that's too much.
They're talking about, some company is putting them out for if you wanted it for a party, a wedding, or whatever. You could hand them out to your guests if you wanted to.
If you're wearing red, don't go. If you don't want
Yeah.
people touching you,
Well,
stay out.
basically red is like stay 6 feet away from me, but I'm glad to be here and I'm vaccinated. Yellow is we can talk to each other close up, but don't touch me. And
See, I thought when you began talking about the color coded, Kelly, I thought you were talking about vaccine status, not like personal preferences.
no, it was personal preferences. This assumed that everybody was vaccinated, but some still wanted to be further away.
It'll never catch on.
I don't think it will either. I don't think it'll happen.
I I'm so torn on the vaccinated. Like, I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
And I know they're like, you shouldn't bully people or ask them to get vaccinated, but I want to know.
Oh, you want to know if you're vaccinated or not?
Yeah, I want to know.
A lot of the people that go out on dates are asking that. Vaccinated?
Yeah, I would.
And, I saw...
Well, I think, too, and I'll just be honest, now to me, it's a fundamental mindset difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If somebody isn't vaccinated yet.
Yeah. We've reached our ceiling on vaccination.
Exactly. So I think to me, I'm like, if I was going on a date with somebody, I'd be like, yeah, no, we're not going to see eye to eye. If we're not seeing eye to eye on vaccines, we're not going to see eye to eye on a lot.
The golfer that was pulled off the course Saturday night, John Rahm,
Yeah.
I believe he's from Spain. I don't know where he lives.
Yeah.
But he's not said one way or the other if he was vaccinated, but he did test positive for COVID on Saturday.
Yeah, I don't know if he's vaccinated or not.
But I don't think he's ever said. He's gone out of his way, it appears, not to say yes or no.
Huh. Interesting. I would think.
PGA highly recommended it for their tour players.
But
and
didn't
caddies.
force it. They didn't force it.
No.
Okay. But, Biggie, don't you think you could see eye to eye on other things and just not the vaccine if you were dating somebody?
We might, but I think that's going to be a underlying tone to a lot.
I saw some restaurants in New York, which are now reopening, of course, and a lot of outdoor seating and stuff. They're checking to see if you're vaccinated or not. And sometimes people will come in, like 8 women will come in together. And if one's not vaccinated, they can't sit with the other 7, or they can't sit in the vaccinated section.
Are they asking for cards or just a verbal yes or no?
I think they're asking for cards. And they were saying that it's like an old smoking section where there's a vaccinated section and a non-vaccinated section. And the non-vaccinated are outside.
We've got to wait on them.
Yeah, no kidding. A non-vaccinated server.
Would you like to hear about today's specials?
It's a buffet outside. You get your own.
Can I get you anything other than water?
God. It's true.
So it's funny because Biggie mentioned that about dates, because couples will come in and the guy will be vaccinated, the woman won't, and they'll just.
So what's your major? I want to work with animals.
They won't.
You're not going to get lucky at the end of the night.
No, how could you?
No.
You won't. They don't realize that one's vaccinated and one's not till they get there, and then they're like, oh, and so they have to sit like in the non-vaccinated section or leave, and they're making them go. And especially when it's like 6 guys out and one hasn't been vaccinated, all the rest of them look at him like, are you kidding? Come on, bruh. Exactly.
Or do you refrain from asking somebody if they're vaccinated if you don't know them? I mean, if you're standing in line at your store and somebody in front of you start chatting, you're waiting there for 5 minutes, do you ever ask them, hey, did you get the shot?
I've not made that small talk yet with anyone.
I don't. I have made small
Only
talk.
with friends.
Yeah, I don't ask.
Well, even friends. I mean, do you ask them if they've...
No, because it's a sore subject. If they're not, there's a reason they're not, and it's like, oh, okay.
See,
that makes it awkward.
That's
That's
what
what
I'm
it is.
saying. I mean,
You're
it's,
right. The only
it's
time
a
it's come-
fundamental mindset difference.
The only time it's come up with us is like when we went into a business, my wife and I will just say, you don't have to wear your mask if you've had your shots. We say, well, we have.
Mm-hmm,
So
right.
then come
So you
on
take
and
them
sit
off.
down.
Steve, you're talking about John Rahm, who just walked off the 18th green and was told this tournament last week he tested positive for COVID. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, I have a little information on that. So John Rahm had not been vaccinated and had been around somebody that tested positive, which was why he was being tested so much that day.
Mm-hmm.
But he did get his first round of vaccine right after he was sort of exposed.
I see.
That's interesting.
Because I knew the second part, but not the first.
It's funny because when he walked off, I was watching that live.
Yeah.
I just assumed he'd been vaccinated. And Faldo and Nance, they were like, yeah, he's a first tier. He was in tier 1. So and so it's like they intimated he probably did, but they never said. I just assumed.
That indicates that he could have been one of the
but didn't.
first to get the vaccination.
Steve, thank you. Really appreciate it. Now, Two Will Hardo, he's a non-vaxxer. He's not a vaxxer. Let's let him on. Two Will Hardo, what are you thinking?
So the only thing I can figure why vaccinated people are so preoccupied with whether or not other people are vaccinated, since they're supposedly safe from it, is they just want to know if everybody else is quick to conform as they are.
Well,
because I had it, didn't even know I had it. I gave blood at the Red Cross and they tested me for antibodies. So I'm every bit as immune as you are, but I didn't have to inject anything in my body to get it. I never even had a single symptom.
Why? Let me ask you this.
But you could have passed it along, correct?
Yeah, you could have passed it along, right?
I mean, everybody in my shop had already had it, and I haven't really been going around old people because those
Wonder what
that are in
happened.
danger.
Weird.
Well, they just kept working.
Are you?
We're not going to change anything here, boys. Do we have to wear masks at work? No.
Listen, Two Will Hardo, will you ever get vaccinated? Let's say 2 or 3 years from now. There's more research done on. Is it because of a safety thing, or you just don't want to be told what to do?
I mean, I just don't think it's necessary. Like I said, I'm immune now naturally. I didn't have to get it. I think it was an overreaction.
But don't you think that more research needs to be done? I had it too, but I got the vaccine because I'm not sure how long I would have natural immunity to it.
Or would you get it again?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I didn't even know I had it this time. I never got a sniffle. I never got a cough. I didn't get any of that stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known either had I not been tested. That's true. I would not have known had I not been tested. But here's one more quick question for you. Don't you want to get vaccinated so that we can reach that number of like 70% so it really goes away? There's we don't even think about it anymore.
I mean, dude, you went to App State. You're a smart fella. Like, if half of the country is getting vaccinated, and then of the people that remain, a ton of them have been sick, you're already going to be at 70, 80%.
Well,
you're going to have natural immunity and then vaccinated immunity.
I hope that's true.
We're still not 100% clear, I don't think, on
how long
the built-in immunity from having it.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Because it's such a new disease.
Thank you, too, Will Hardo.
Fundamental thought difference.
Right. He's different. Okay, thank you, too, Will Hardo. Appreciate it.
I like you, Will Hardo. It makes me laugh, but we don't have the same thoughts. Yeah.
Right. I agree. I was all about vaccine. I've done it. I told you. I was early. I said I'll lay my arm on a table for anybody that wants it.
Oh yes.